Mr. Joe, what's going on, man?
Yes. What a great week it's been, huh?
Oh, wow. Okay. I had a little different perception, but hey, I'm glad that your week has been good. What have you been up to?
I mean, Labor Day, end of a job last week, start of a new job this week, that kind of stuff.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Did you do any big mic drops, walk out the door? What'd you do for the final day? Nothing?
No, there's nothing.
Nothing.
I was working right up until 5, but at 5 I stopped. There is still a project that I need to complete. I need another 2 hours to do it. And I said I would complete it. So
2 hours. Okay.
Kind of on the hook for
I thought maybe you would see. That's how you for people wondering, that's how you start a consulting business when they're like, well, could you help us finish this project? And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna send you a 1099, I'll bill you, and here's my hourly rate. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's not quite like that. I said I would do something, I didn't get to finish it, and I feel compelled to do it. So
okay.
So that's what's going on. But also, hey, football
Dude,
starts tonight,
right? Come on, you gotta love that. So your Birds play the Cowboys tonight.
Remember the last time the Eagles played football? That was great.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. They played in the last game of the year.
Yes.
You got a little victory. It's good.
It was great. It was awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's great. It's gonna be great today. And flexibility, the Phillies play at 4. So I'm gonna watch Philadelphia sports for the evening this evening.
Let me ask you, just are you physically able to sit through a baseball game? Really? Oh yeah. My gosh!
I'll do other things while the game is on.
You're damn right. I'd be doing other things. Yeah. Okay. I get that. I guess the game needs to be played, and it's a good league and very it makes enough money. But
you get that the game needs to be played.
Well, I would just catch up. I would just be like, okay, what score we got? We got a couple of highlights. Look, maybe I'll watch a couple playoff games. They play 162 games. You can't there's not even an argument that every game matters. Chop this down to 30 games, figure it out, have a little, then it would be exciting.
Yes, yeah. I don't really start watching until about now.
Right?
Well, I started a few weeks ago. I started to watch a few weeks ago, and it's interesting. I don't know. It's fun. I have it on in the background. I don't think Chelsea cannot stand baseball, and we're separate when a game is on. Usually,
okay.
She likes to go elsewhere when a game is on. So
yeah, okay. I just wanted to check. I mean, to each their own. Enjoy it. I hope the Phillies do well. You got your odd mascot, the Fanatic, sort of he's got a trumpet for a face kind of character.
He's the best. Trumpet. He's the best mascot in baseball. Well, let's put it to the chat. Is there a best mascot in sports?
Are the running wieners? Are they a mascot or they're just a gimmick? Because if they're mascots,
wiener is, what does that mean?
You do the hot dog, the sausage races. They race you you could. Okay, never mind. This is why I don't care for baseball. You're telling me, somebody in the audience, bail me out here. There's a ballpark, and they're the mascots are these great. You got there's a hot dog, there's a Frankenfurter, there's a kielbasa, and they all run around the stadium, and you race them, and inevitably somebody trips or a hot dog falls or whatever, and those
I don't. I'm not aware of this.
And you call yourself a baseball fan. Get out. I don't want to hear it, man. He says it's all pork. Is that it's all I didn't realize the sausages had to be pork and they race. Okay.
Okay. All right. Good.
I'm glad.
Understood. How about your week? What's your week been like? I've been picking up a few things online here when it's been available.
Well, before we go, I had one last thought about your Eagles. Okay, I got no dog in the fight, although I love football. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I now live in Minnesota. I have two teams that love to suffer, so that's cool, and I'm down with it. It's fun.
Okay.
Let me tell you the heat that is going to come at the Eagles if they don't win tonight. Coming off the game that you just spoke about, shenanigans of the one Jerry Jones this offseason, the bootleg P.T. Barnum that man thinks he wishes he could be. If you guys don't win tonight, you're not going to hear the end of it, pal. I'm just letting you know, okay? Now, again, I don't
will hear the end of it. I
will hear
this is the Philadelphia sports fan plight is you can't get too excited ever about any team, no matter how great a performance they ever give.
That's life. Because don't get too high, don't get too low.
They will inevitably let you down. They will inevitably let you down. Now, the pressure cooker has been it's not a pressure cooker anymore. It is it's not when the Eagles lose, it will not be, oh my gosh, how are we going to live our lives like the way it used to be, because they now have won 2 Super Bowls in the past 7 years. But this is how they always do it.
It is how you do it. And you know what? What you just said is nonsense. You won the last Super Bowl immediately. We got to get Peterson out of there. Then we're going to fire Sirianni every other day. No. You guys, I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it. I'm done with you crying wolf. I know you. I know your types, man. I know them.
It's not the pressure cooker that it once was. I'll definitely say that. There's a lot of fans who are satisfied after a long drought. They are satisfied. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't want to win. Why am I saying we? That's always strange.
I know you did. You played a big part. You did a great job in that game, man. It was really good.
I'm still watching clips. Like, my social media is still filled with Eagles Super Bowl clips.
All right, reliving the glory days, right? No, look,
it always takes a few games for the Eagles to get themselves together anyway. So a loss tonight, I'm not going to be too concerned.
Oh, I will absolutely lambaste you if you guys.
Okay, all right.
I think the Jaguars could beat the Cowboys tonight. Like, you better win tonight.
We'll see.
After that,
and it's any given Thursday, right?
Right. Yeah. Now, if you were to complain about your Sixers, that would make sense. Then I would understand.
There.
Because that's a dumpster fire. But all right, we digress. This is not a sports show. So, I don't want to flog. What's the expression? Flog a dead horse, beat a dead horse.
I think it's beat. Yeah, beat a dead horse.
Beat a dead horse. So my accounts got Monday morning, Tuesday morning. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It was that traumatic. I have no idea what day it was. My Meta accounts, Facebook and Instagram accounts, all were gone. And they just said I violated something. They didn't tell me what they said. And then they gave me a little lecture on how everything needs to be a safe space. Aaron, let's not encourage Joe here. We just got talking about it. Aaron would be able to clarify. Aaron, what's the ballpark that does the hot dog races, the sausage races? Joe seems skeptical that such a thing exists, but I'm
sure that there's some kind of. I think the problem is baseball is a dying sport.
To make it exciting. I don't need 162 games of boredom.
They have to put sausages out there running around and flopping around and stuff like that. So I guess you got to do that.
Yeah, beer cup snakes.
But they are
there.
Doing
it is. Well. It's in Milwaukee. It's the Brewers. There you go.
They are. It's funny. They're in a series with the Brewers. The Phillies are in a series with the Brewers tonight. Not to bore you continually, but they are in a series. They're playing the Brewers, I think. I think they're still playing the Brewers tonight.
All right. Okay. Let's move on from.
They're the second best team in baseball.
Cool. Exciting. I'll look forward to it in October. We're still a month away from it mattering. I'll look for it soon.
Okay. Adam,
you lost all your accounts.
I got all the accounts back, and now I'm in the milk it for content phase. So what I've talk about turning some lemons into lemonade. If you get really fired up about a topic, you can make good content. So like I did what are the range of emotions, like the what do they call it, the phases of like,
it's like anger, denial,
grief, acceptance, and then
acceptance.
Yeah. So I kind of went through all that, not on purpose, but I did. And I documented it all. And I got a lot more followers. I got my accounts back. It worked out. I guess what I would say from an education standpoint is just go through the appeals process and figure, you get it. Just do what they say. Like follow the appeals. It'll be back, I think.
But also document your journey through all of this, because it's good content. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's good content. It's going to give you something to focus on rather than just being mad. I do like the idea of I just get to, whenever like something goes, we were just talking about, don't get like too high or too low. You just, I just get to work like, all right, what can I control? What can I get after? So I started making some TikTok videos. I made some more YouTube videos. I hung the sign at the car wash. That's up. The rebrand is there.
That's awesome.
Got a little jersey. Speaking of here.
Yeah. What is that? I was going to say, that's a really nice, I still don't have a proper royals, but I digress here. Why don't we talk about your jersey there? What is that? That's really nice.
So let the record show you have a very nice hat that you could wear if you chose to, that does say Proper Royals, Joe.
I don't want to ruin it.
Okay,
I got a lot of head juices.
You don't get both. You got to choose one complaint or the other, okay?
It's the head juices, okay?
That's gross. Don't ever say head juices.
You should see my pillowcase. It's gross.
Oh my God.
It's not soft anymore.
I need some sanitizer here.
I stayed at your house. I hope you watched that.
Okay, guest room is done. Yeah, it's burned. I had a little bonfire. Yeah, Aaron says that Adam is struggling. Let me tell you a little show behind the show information about my struggles this morning. In the Shira household, Kelly is generally up way before I am. I don't know what it is. I guess middle age, women don't sleep as much. I'm not sure. Very general blanketed statement there. My apologies to all women. I'm just stating a fact that Kelly gets up before I do 99% of the time, even on these ungodly early morning proper cup of Joe days. She enjoys a nice cup of coffee when she gets up. No problem. This morning, Kelly's not up when I get up. Great. That's okay.
Okay.
I go press the button on the coffee maker in my sleepy haze. Turns out, Roy, you can compare me to Roy Kent. Come on, any day. Bring on the Roy Kent, baby. I'm down, man. That's okay with me. I'll take every bit of it. Chris, keep it going. I go to start the show. Kelly has come down. She's taking the dogs out, all that stuff. I pick up the pot of coffee. Feels a little light. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not enough coffee in there. I said, "Hey, babe, did you have coffee already?" Thinking maybe she poured herself like a big thermos of it. And she says, "No, I forgot to load it up last night." That was at 6:26. I got to start the show. It's proper cup of water this morning, man. No coffee, man. No coffee.
No.
All right.
That's terrible.
It's all right. Things have turned around. Chris likes to, drop bombs on me, but I tell you what, I'd take a little Roy Kent compliment. I like that, man. Things are looking up here. So
you got to puff out your chest and walk around.
Yeah. Grunt at things. Yeah, I did. I got the shadow though, right? Though, huh? That's
you do. Yeah, you do.
Flex my jaw muscle for a little Roy Kent action there. Yeah.
So you don't have any coffee in you. You don't have a proper.
No coffee. I'm going water right now. I will look forward to coffee when we get off the air here in a moment.
Hey, that's awesome. That's something to get through the show for. Something to look forward to.
Let's move it along, right?
Let's go. Let's do it. What about? But I asked you about your jersey. You didn't say anything about it.
Well, okay. So here's the jersey thing. Here's the jersey, and this was actually a sample, but I've decided that it's growing on me. You gotta, whenever you make a change, you gotta kind of let things settle a little bit. So anyway, these will be available at Tinley, or people can order them. Joe, I will ship you one. If you would like a jersey, if you genuinely like it, I'm going to get you a jersey.
Do they come in quadruple XL? Because that's about the size of me right now.
I legitimately don't know about a quad X. I'm certain of a double X. Otherwise,
I'm having too much fun.
I'll check with you. I'll check with you off air. I genuinely don't know. I'm certain it goes to double X after that. I'm not sure. But check this out. If people look, and I got to have these orders by like Tuesday because we're going to run out of time. I got to get them custom made. You can have them customized if you want, folks.
Oh, look at there. Look at that. Is there anything significant about the number 28?
Well, this is when I ordered 2 samples. There's 2 styles, and I'm unprepared because I got discombobulated by my coffee. I have another style.
Like you've ever been bobulated.
Dude, I love to be bobulated. That's where you got to be. I want to be gruntled and bobulated, man. Those are the best 2 situations to be. So I ordered the samples, and I was like, I got to test printing on them. So I asked Charlie, my son, I was like, hey, do you want a shirt? He said, yeah. So what do you want it to say? And he was like, Shira 28. And I was like, oh, what's 28? And he was like, it's my favorite number. I was like, any significance? He goes, no, I've just picked it. I was like, okay. Shira 28 it is then.
So his favorite number is 28, but there's no reason for it.
Not that I could tell. Look, he's a 13-year-old boy, man. There's not that fits the mold. There's no reason for anything these days. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite number?
Well, I like 17. It's got a nice ring to it, but it's my birthday, so I just go with that.
Birthday.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right. 17. All right. So you got a couple of samples, but you're gonna try and get this in bulk now so that you could sell the merch.
Well, yeah. So 2 things are going to happen. One is if people want a custom order, they can order. You got to order quick. Just shoot me a message on any of the platforms where I'm still alive and kicking on. Send me a message of your size, the wording, and the number. It's $30. You got to pay ahead of time. I'm not getting stuck with people's custom jerseys that they suddenly are like, it's an impulse buy. I don't think I want it. No. You pay up front. I'll get you a custom jersey. And I'll get them at, you could pick them up in person at Tinley, or if you're local Minnesota, we could do them at regional shows or whatever. If you want me to ship them, they're $40.
Very nice. That's very nice. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the stitching. It's beautiful.
Oh, the stitching. Get out of here. It's great.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
If people don't want a custom one, the non-custom, there'll be limited edition. It's going to say proper 25. And these will be the only ones that I make for 2025 Tinley. Then 2026, we'll do some new ones.
Sounds like a plan, man. Sounds
right there.
Like a plan. Now, if let's say for some reason, all of your platforms are taken away, how can we contact you? Because you seem to be prone to losing all of your social media because of some kind of activity that you're doing or something.
Right. Yeah. I got to tell you. Yeah. Chris nailed it. He, in his warm, fuzzy way, Chris calls me and he goes, I love it. You're the one that gets banned. And I'm over here doing my thing. And I'm like, thanks. That's always coming through for me.
And it was, you think it was the one video of handling the rodents?
I think so. When you start, well, first it was like really kind of going viral. Then it was getting the comments of like, animals shouldn't live in cages, which I don't even want to dissect that argument this morning. People have their beliefs. That's fine. I'm proud of how I handle the animals. No problem. Then those kinds of comments and reactions and hearts and all of that kind of stuff got a little momentum, and then boom, it was gone. It was hey, you're done. You violated the service terms. Meta platforms are a safe space for everybody where nobody should ever feel threatened. I was like, well, I can't wait to appeal this because I definitely haven't threatened anybody. And I let it be. So, but to your point, from a practical standpoint, yeah, having email, having a website, having a variety of platforms. YouTube was fine. The shows went on, and it just made me realize how much I rely on meta platforms and how much I don't want to 100% rely on any singular platform.
Yeah. You got to diversify, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, that's the best safety net insurance policy. And it really got me thinking too that things don't have to be like nefarious. Like you don't have to be like for or against any particular platform. Stuff happens. Like what if that had just been a power outage at the Meta plant? I realize that's not how it works anymore because it's everywhere. But like we can imagine selling platforms.
Yeah.
How much of the industry has all their eggs in only MorphMarket?
Yeah.
That's not even me saying anybody's nefarious or that they're not going to do something well. We hear all the time about companies being held for ransom, taken down, sold and changed. Things change. Things will happen. Things are going to go sideways. Have an alternate platform. Have an insurance policy.
I think that's a healthy approach because at first, I hear about my friend having a difficult time with Meta, and I go, Meta, those bastards. But right. I mean, okay, was that your feeling at first, and then is it changed? Do you feel like there was something unjust that went down, or anything like that, or do you have any qualms against this platform at all?
Yeah, I had a little bit of all of those thoughts. So yeah, it was annoying. Yeah. I'm annoyed that there was no human interaction anywhere. There was no feedback anywhere. And I know it can be done because on YouTube and Google platforms, when you mess up, they say, here's what violated the terms. Here's what you have to fix it or get out. And if you do fix it, don't do it again. That's how the world should work, right? You touch a hot stove, you know what burned you. You have a little something to think about, and then you have to decide if you're going to do that again. And if you do, you will get burned again. And if you don't, you never get burned again. That's how life works. Not with Meta. No explanation, no heads up. It was gone. Now, I'm a firm believer I signed up for that platform. Nobody made me use it.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody cares how sad I am about it. Here's my one problem though. They sort of pitch a value proposition of this is a great place to do business. This is a great place to reach a whole ton of people. This is a lifestyle you could rely on. This is the whole new age of how we do business. Here's all these tools for you to do business. Don't give me the value proposition that I should put everything important in my life in the Meta basket, and then that be one of the outcomes where there's no discussion, no support. Screw you. You suddenly don't mean anything to us. That's my problem with it. So and there's nothing to change about it. I still have my problem. They're not going to change their ways, but my outlook and sort of my loyalty or where I want to rely on has shifted a bit.
Yeah. So the thing is, you didn't like, I think that's a really healthy attitude, is to go, well, I'm the one who signed up for this. I understand that there are certain rules in place, and I understand that I can get caught up in that. And there's an appeals process, and I lose a day or two of trying to get, and I lose time doing that.
Right.
But that's all the cost of doing business, I guess, right? You got to put that time in to make sure that it's running properly and you're following the rules. If somebody puts out a complaint about you or something like that, so I don't know. Like, I do. The only problem when I think about your situation and the situation I had, it was like a year and a half ago, which is completely different, but it was somebody had hacked my account and told everybody that I was a crypto, I think it was crypto, I don't know, crypto expert or whatever. The only problem I had was that there was no human to help me at all. There was nobody that I could talk to. There was nobody that I could hash this out with. So that was my only issue. But at the same time, and so even I think that's even when I know my Instagram, I don't really even use social media that much. But I think I started looking at Instagram more and more, even though that's part of Meta as well. So,
Yeah.
So it's like, do I use this? Do I rely on it? Is it? I understand that these things can happen. Let me refocus my efforts a little bit in other places. Then, if this is going to happen every once in a while, and it is kind of out of my hands these decisions are out of my hands sometimes to rectify.
Yeah, and the other thing, and I'm the kind, like, again, I know we're beating a dead horse here, but I really don't believe in like just staying mad. So, or complaining or whining. Adults throwing temper tantrums are the most entertaining thing ever. I don't ever want to be that adult throwing temper tantrums. So I just get on with things.
Yeah.
But there was like a day of me being like, you know what? I'm actually kind of invigorated. Like, what are all the things that I haven't been doing? Maybe not that I should have been doing, but that I could have been doing. What opportunities have I missed? And it was really trying to leverage something like shorts on YouTube. YouTube has a short form platform opportunity. I never use that. I'm always like, I got Instagram. It's easier. It's the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Same with TikTok. I don't know. TikTok's not for me. I'm not really the TikTok guy. Yeah. Well, I didn't never think I was going to be the social media guy either. So maybe, what am I, the one guy in the 4.5 billion on the planet that can't figure out TikTok? No, I probably could if I wanted to. So like, it really like kind of gave me like, hey, all right, what's plan B, C, and D if plan A is screwed up, So that I found kind of almost invigorating to just get on with things and look at solutions and what was next.
There's not so for like industry talk, to get this back to reptiles, like there's not another the game is MorphMarket. You gotta be on MorphMarket. There's no competitor. There's no other.
There are. And Palm Street is a viable competitor.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I also think competitor is not exactly the right word. It's a different option. So
it's an avenue. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And like, yes, here's how I see it. Let's thank you for bringing it back to reptiles. Let me take it away from reptiles for just a second. My car wash, there's another one in town. The one in town is the big machine that drives over your car, and there's probably techno lights, and it's, $26 if you want a wash and a wax and a rinse and a blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's not really a competitor. yes, the avenue is to have a clean, the outcome is to have a clean car, but the people that want that is not really, I'm probably not going to steer them away to come to my $1.50 car wash where you get out and you spray your car, and vice versa. So in that light, what you sell on MorphMarket, in my opinion, you could sell any ball python you want on MorphMarket, and you could sell any ball python you want on Palm Street. I think MorphMarket is far more breeder focused. You got to be in kind of the inner circle to understand it. I think Palm Street is farther reaching, and it's going to have a wider audience. And I know people go, wider reaching? What are you talking about, Adam? Palm Street has 200,000 individual users per month on it. I think there's something like 30 or 40,000 users on MorphMarket. They're focused. They're the nerdy people that watch our show that probably use MorphMarket a whole lot more. But to the average person who goes, I go to MorphMarket, then I'm going to send somebody money outside of the platform, and we're going to negotiate, and I hope that they send my snake in the mail overnight. And it's just kind of a weird disjointed. It feels sort of odd, whereas Palm Street's a very smooth sales platform. They sell all kinds of stuff on Palm Street, so it's less specialized, wider reaching. So,
okay, I see what you're saying. So, so do you have your things on MorphMarket?
I do. Yeah, I use MorphMarket for certain animals.
You have your for certain animals.
Yeah, so there's different tiers. My tier on MorphMarket caps out either at 25 or 30. There's I think it's $500 a year step up. It's a pretty significant step to the next tier.
So when you say things like, MorphMarket is that's a disjointed a little bit, that you're gonna. So it's like it's an advertising page, right? And then you have to but you have a personal relationship with the seller. So you work with the seller to get the price. There's no way through. It's not like Amazon of reptiles, right?
You have to do a lot of work. You have to do a lot of person-to-person work. Now they've improved it lately. You can now buy through the site, and they've integrated shipping with their own shipping. But it's still, if I'm a pet buyer, it still is a weird system to get my head around to buy through MorphMarket.
Let's just equate this to like newspapers, right?
Okay.
So you have the classified ads in the back of a newspaper,
right?
A neighborhood newspaper, okay? And it's like, I have this service. I have this service. Call me here. Call me here. Is it more like that? It's like, okay, here's just a page of classifieds where I can maybe you can contact through the site, but it's more like
you still have to coordinate with the seller. And I think Palm Street's better integrated. They're a better sales platform, and it's a different product. Palm Street is like you said, MorphMarket is more of a listing site. Palm Street's an interactive. Like if I were selling snakes right now, that would be a Palm Street interaction. There's live style. There's live audience. There's live commentary. You can ask questions about it. You could see my facility. You could see that, hey, while Adam looks like Roy Kent this morning, maybe he should have shaved or tidied up. I don't know if this guy is trustworthy or not. You can decide if you click with the people. There's better ways to connect versus just words and a picture on a screen.
Okay. So let me ask you this. There's other ways then. Where do you sell? Do you sell a lot through MorphMarket?
I don't, but I will say, I'm not saying I don't sell because it's not a good platform. I'm saying I don't sell much there because I don't work it. It's one of those that works if you work it. I work it on Instagram. I sell a lot on Instagram. I sell a lot on YouTube. I sell a lot through my website, and I really like in-person and local sales. So I really focus on the local market here in Minnesota. It was, Joe, it was 45 degrees this morning. It's about to be tough for 6 months for me to ship reptiles reliably across the United States. I still can. It just means that I shift my focus really, really locally for a while. So,
Yeah. So why you still use it?
Because there's if somebody needs a specialized triple het with one incomplete dominant, they're going to go, and they know what that means. They're going to MorphMarket. That's where I need to sell that animal.
Mm-hmm.
If you want this beautiful, bright, cool, oh my gosh, that's an amazing looking wow factor pet, you might go to Palm Street. If you decide that you're a collector and you want a collection of ball pythons, you might dabble in both. Like the Venn diagrams overlap. There's a lot of overlap in
Okay.
places.
All right.
But if you're looking, if you own one or two ball pythons and you're looking to add a third one and you think they're cool, but you don't really fully understand genetics or what heterozygous means, you're probably not going to go to MorphMarket. You're going to get overwhelmed. Right, it's not going to be exciting. It's going to be, so they're different buyer, different fish and different ponds kind of thing.
Okay. All right. So I'm hesitant to ask these questions because I don't want to get you in trouble with anybody.
Okay. How about this? Let me ease your mind. Let me give you a disclaimer.
Okay.
There is promotional consideration provided by Palm Street, Keeper Cane, Husbandry Pro, Cold-Blooded Cafe. I am absolutely comfortable as speaking freely and as a user of all of those brands and products and the people there. I think authenticity is important. If I were to say something like MorphMarket has no place, it obviously wouldn't be authentic or realistic. This is where I think that Palm Street is. I think where Palm Street is going and the strength of the platform. I think we'll be able to look back and people will go, he was on to something early. So ask away is what I'm saying. So I'll speak honestly.
I have heard just, that MorphMarket seems to be kind of a monopoly of sorts in this. So it is nice to be backed by Palm Street. It seems like that's an up and coming thing, and great, fantastic, love that. And then, but like there was a comment earlier. If you do something wrong with somebody who works at MorphMarket or there's so. You might get on the wrong page, just like somebody reported you or something on Meta. So and that's not the first time I've heard something like that about MorphMarket as just like an outsider, and I can talk like trash all day, I guess, because I'm not selling snakes. So let me just be
sued, Joe. I would like to have some platform.
So I kind of go, well, what's the if you're not selling there, you're backed by Palm Street. Be one of the people who get your snakes off of there and go, well, if I really want Adam's snakes, I got to go over to Palm Street or I got to contact him. If there is a problem, and maybe I'm overblowing the problem, maybe I'm making the problem too big in my brain. But if there needs to be a monopoly, it's not just about if you want to get rid of a monopoly, there has to be not just creating other options and utilizing those other options. I think part of it is making sure that those options are the places where people go to get your product. So you have to kind of stop using the monster and go, this is the place where I'm going to get the quality product that Adam puts out.
Yes, philosophically, that is a great outlook.
Yeah.
There's a couple expressions that come to mind. One is that it's a dumb pun. My karma ran over my dogma. the reality, that's a great what that says is you can believe in something philosophically, but the reality of life is going to trump things at the end of the day. If it's a business and I go, you got to move. A pendulum has to swing at a certain speed. It can't just be a binary switch, or I'll go out of the old. I'm not going to die on this hill. I'm not going to go out of business on this hill.
Right.
And to be clear, for me, I've never been kicked off of MorphMarket. I've never been done bad by MorphMarket. I choose to ship with Redline Shipping because I believe they provide the best service that's out there, and I value service and I value the support in the community that Redline gives. People find their own value in MorphMarket. I don't think its value proposition is as strong from a business standpoint. I think it's at some point. At some point, if I put the effort into it, I want the return of being a feature and a focus. I don't think any individual seller can be a feature or a focus on MorphMarket. The words and the genes are what people can search. As far as personalities and people at MorphMarket, I'm going to back off of that just because my own personal experience has been fine. Friends have had bad stuff, but that's what they have to speak on. And I'm open for people speaking clearly on that, but that's their own opinions and their own viewpoint on there. But that, to bring it all back though, that's the perfect example of what I was saying. If there's only one marketplace and there's only one option and something happens, something is always going to happen. The best things in the world, something happens to, just because life happens. Like, good people get cancer, like good people die, like the bad stuff happens in life. And if you only have that one thing, or an investor, if you only invest in that one company, something's going to go wrong. There's going to be ups and downs. So that is why I like it. I love the opportunity for a different outlook, and there's lots of ways to diversify. You can find ways to sell on YouTube. They're not sales platforms, but you could certainly sell. You could find ways to sell on meta platforms, Patreon, TikTok, website, mailing lists, doing show. If you wanted to, somebody could do shows 50 weekends a year across the United States. So there are ways.
Yeah.
I do.
We do have a question.
That's an interesting question. I do use Husbandry Pro. You could sell there. There's a platform there. You can use the promo code PRoyals60 to get yourself 60 days free trial on Husbandry Pro. If I had made coffee this morning, I would hold the mug up with the logo on it. We have to envision this at this moment. I do use Husbandry Pro, both from an organizational standpoint of organizing all my animals, tracking breeding, feeding, weights, all of that sort of thing, communicating genes and information to the customers. But to Macamorph's point, ProperRoyals.com is powered by Husbandry Pro. My whole website is powered by Husbandry Pro. And then they do have a sales platform and a store in Husbandry Pro as well.
Yes. And how about these other?
And if you guys weren't watching Proper Royals channel right now, you might check out Keeper Kane. He's got an excellent YouTube channel about all of his animal adventures that he, is. I don't know. I just made like a whole. He's not Jack Hanna, but he has a whole lot of different animals that he discusses keeping: aquatics, reptiles, big snakes, tarantulas, and he's a solid ball python breeder as well. And he definitely supports the community. So check out Keeper Kane. And then myself, I love me some Cold Blooded Cafe rodents, fresh. I like the first of the month because that's when I order my new. I know that the new order of rodents is on its way. There's going to be a box that arrives on my door. It's going to be packed with dry ice, fresh, frozen rodents that smell the best when you open the bag. Man, you gotta go there. If you use Proper 11, you're going to get If you use Proper 11, you're going to get free shipping on orders over $200. every box of free shipping is $35 off with that promo code. It never expires. There you go. That's some value for our folks here sitting through our now 47 minutes of coffee-free Adam on an early Thursday morning.
I don't mean to harp on this at all. It just seems like I hear that there's when I hear about like one place that has some, I hear about some shady stuff or whatever. I feel like, is there a way to take it down a notch? Not just create other opportunities, but to actually take it to go, okay, I'm off then, and I can do my business elsewhere. I mean, that would be the power of but I don't know if that holds any power unless there is a strong voice of gathering people together and going, we're not going to deal with this anymore.
Okay.
So but I'm not saying you have to be that voice.
But no,
I'm just saying, like, there needs to be more than just creating other options. There has to be some kind of movement to go, hey, it's okay to do this elsewhere.
It is okay to do it elsewhere, but I don't know that the argument has ever been 100 or 0 for things. Like there's a good place I'm trying to sell the practical value proposition of sell some things here, sell some things here. The right, you go to Target for some things. I don't like to buy my fresh food at Target. I go to a fresh market to buy my fresh food. That's a more specialized place for it. Joe, the other thing is MorphMarket has become like American politics. There's this tribal thing. People love it. They hate it. They'll get in fights over it. It's dumb. It's stupid. And I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. And I don't believe that it's that important. It's not that important. It's not that amazing or evil. It just, I just choose not to do my business there. And I would like to not use it at all, but it does have a practical place, and I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't acknowledge that for me. Now, I do have good friends who have done exactly what you said, and they've talk about content opportunities out of challenging times. They have made content platforms of here's my non-MorphMarket journey. And that's like Shane at Small Town Exotics. He said, and he had a very specific reason. He had a very specific experience that wasn't acceptable to him. And he said, you know what? I'm done. I'm out of here. And he left. I've ticked mine down. Like I said, there's various tiers and price points. I said, you know what? I'm going to give less and less money. And eventually I don't know that I'll need it. But for the moment, it's still practical and it still makes sense for certain things for me.
I'm just going off what I hear casually. So I mean, I'm not a breeder. I'm not in anything. I'm not, so take it or leave it. This is just hearing this, it kind of come up every once in a while. I go, okay, why is there an acceptance of this gatekeeping that's going on? Especially, and that's why I also, until today, and maybe I'm just not listening, but until today, I didn't realize that it's more of a breeder's site than anything else. It's more of a place for, if you want to get this one specific type of thing as a breeder, like, okay, I don't understand. And it seems to be, I don't know. Like, why accept it? Why accept it? But apparently people have a lot of great experiences with it. So maybe I need to just back off.
Well, and what's like the biggest retailer that everybody hates, like Walmart, they're still the biggest. Yeah. They're still the biggest retailer. Yeah. They serve a purpose. What's the biggest food crisis causer in the world? McDonald's. People still love it. It's still the most successful thing. Like, it serves a place.
Yeah.
It has a practical outcome. It's an easy answer. It's there.
So I can understand that. I can understand that that analogy. If it were not, if Walmart was specific to, these are the people that are making the products that we sell, and making the best products that we sell, I would get that analogy, but that's not really what it is. Walmart's everything for everybody, and they can do that because they're billions and billions and billions of dollars. But this is a niche industry where there are breeders that know each other, that patronize the site, know each other, and can actually go, well, there's enough that's going wrong here that we can make a difference.
But there's not been a feasible alternative. This is the boiling frog thing. It was a slow build. There's not an alternative that's practical, that's reality. If you say to somebody, hey, you're going to place your livelihood or your side hustle or funding your very expensive hobby where you need cash flow, go away. Okay, where do I go? Like at least with, to your point with Walmart, you could go to 6 other stores and get the complete, shopping cart that you could get at Walmart. There's not really been that. Palm Street brings that, but it's still in the early adoption phases. The gecko sellers are crushing it on there. The colubrid sellers are crushing it. Tarantula sales and inverts, crushing it. Ball python people were just stubborn. We just like things, and like I say, this whole MorphMarket thing has turned into this just crazy tribal. Like people literally, and I mean literally in the way that it means is meant to be used, not the way that kids use it. People literally get in fights over, oh, you said this about MorphMarket. And they go like. It's reptile shows. They're like confronting each other in parking lot. We'll take this outside. I just want to sell an effing ball python and a neat jersey.
People are that passionate about the avenue through which they're going to sell their ball pythons.
I think they're just passionate about being mad. I don't know how to put it. I see couples that break up and get back together and break up and get back together. And when you see them, you're like, I think these two hate each other. And then I'm like, I think these two love hating each other. And that's what this feels like, cause it's easy. Just don't I'm just not going to be bothered by it. I give less money. I've ticked it down. When I feel like I've raised my other bars high enough, I'll walk away. That'll be it. But I also haven't felt personally attacked either. I guess I would feel different if I felt that. It would be different if I felt that way.
Yeah. And so when you is there a certain point at which you feasibly, since you don't sell on MorphMarket,
I do.
That's not. I mean, you do, but you could sell more there.
I could put more effort. Correct.
Your main approach,
That's right.
And you said that you have to put the effort in order for it to give back to you, right?
Right.
So okay, but it's not your main avenue of selling snakes. So
I think it's been 2 months. I haven't sold a snake on MorphMarket in 2 months.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's like there's a glutton for punishment here, I don't know, not you, but just it's like if there's other ways, if you get to a certain point, like let's say, so you're a small business, a small breeder. Would you say you're a smaller breeder, or are you okay? So if you get to a certain point, like a certain number of snakes in your inventory, do you then see the necessity for using MorphMarket, or do you continue to sell in other ways?
It's not the number of snakes, it's what snakes.
Okay.
if I'm producing byproduct that are only useful to other breeders within that sort of circle, I have to get to those other breeders. How they find it, and they're not always catchy, eye-popping, like they're not going to get into Instagram's algorithm.
Right.
Hey, people are staring at. If they're just brown and black snakes that are backloaded with het genes, or genes that we know when they're added to another gene explode with color, I have to go where those fish are. And there's not a viable alternative where those eyeballs are. And
okay.
Yes, Husbandry Pro has an amazing storefront, but people don't go there and like surf it the way that they surf MorphMarket.
Yeah.
Palm Street, amazing interactive sales platform. I love it. But the buyers that want the double het this, coat on this specialized thing, or the byproducts that I'm making when I don't nail the combo that I'm after, when I don't nail that double visual, boom, brightening allelic combination snake, I got to have an out for those. And that out is still getting to those other breeders that understand what I'm talking about right now. And those breeders there's not been a viable alternative where those breeders go to buy.
Okay. So there's a few, the first thing that comes to mind is, remember video stores you go to, and not Blockbuster, but local video stores.
Correct.
And then there would be the adult section. You'd go through a curtain, or I never went.
Right. Yeah, you've heard. You would look through the curtain, right?
And then you'd go into that section, and then you could see. Wouldn't that be great if then, like something like Husbandry Pro or Palm Street created like this is the specialty shop of our storefront. We're going to cordon off this section for our breeders. That is like, okay, we're going to, and then advertise it. This is the specialty shop. This is the boutique stuff. This is not the eye-catching stuff. This is the stuff for your breeding, like the breeders center, and where you go in and you go, this is the specialty stuff, and that I don't know. So that's what came to mind. And then, but also
like
go ahead. Sorry.
But there's the reality of it. Like I'm on an airplane and I go, man, wouldn't it be great if I was just there? Yeah. Okay. If we got to create it, it's got to happen. Like the teleportation. We like the idea. I don't know. I'm not a web developer. I'm not a platform developer. I'm not.
Yeah.
I've undertaken some big visions in my life, but I don't know how to make a platform for hundreds of thousands of people. They're in. No, I know. I'm saying they're in the works. Like these problems have been identified, but I don't know what it takes to get them off the ground. There will be I do have a little bit of inside information, and I can't get specific, but there will be a new platform with a very, very big splash. And I'm talking supposedly within about a week. So we'll see on that, or at least the announcement and the beta testing of it in about a week or so. Yeah. So we will see that. And if I know the developer and the brand well, they will have done it well. And it's been in development for literally years for just the reasons we're talking about. So I think that's coming to light. I've heard through the grapevine, so I just have to let it be at that. But I think by this time next week, we'll actually be talking about a beta testing of another platform. So it is happening. It is out there. There's problems been identified. There'll be competition.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna bite my tongue here because I definitely don't want to like put you in a position where you're going, whoa, well, he's anti-MorphMarket or something like that. That's not. I'm just asking.
I don't know why you're so. I'm amazed that you're so fired up over this whole. Like, here's the deal. Up is me. I don't understand where you're fired up over.
I don't like when bullies mess with my friends. I don't like it. So, like,
and maybe I don't have any skin in the game here. I don't, but when the problem is, well,
this is the day. This is the day, guys. This is the day where Joe has entered the ball python drama world. This is it. Write it down. 2 years.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
68 days in, he has eaten he's taken the pill.
Oh, maybe I should step back. What do you think? I should step back?
No, let it rip, man. I'm connecting dots in real time here.
I really don't know what I'm putting my foot into.
Go for it, man. Let it rip.
But if you like if somebody has such a presence somewhere where they can just mess with people. And I'm not saying, I don't know, I'm not sure. But if somebody has a presence where they can just mess with people, and then people continue to, let's just put it in, they're in the schoolyard, and there's a bully that is like, I'm just going to mess with people, but people who needs something from that person just continues to work with that person and allows that person to do whatever they want to do with these other people just because they don't mess with me. It makes me go, well, what can be done about this? What can be done about this? So I'm just asking questions. That's all.
I get it.
I'm just asking questions.
The reality is that those are personal experiences. I've not experienced it. I don't like the practices. I don't like the outlook. I don't like the aggressive nature of the company and what their goals have been to other competition. There's not another answer. You can't ask people, okay, we're just not gonna sell anything anymore, or like
we're not gonna sell on MorphMarket anymore.
Yeah, I know, but I've spent years trying to figure out another option, and I've spent years like grinding at it, but it's a full-time job. Like, I get that everybody's mad. Nobody's done anything. There's not another place to go. So now all we've done is drum up drama that turns into an advertisement and helps the guy and helps the thing that we're complaining about. And then the thing just sits back there and laughs and eats the popcorn the whole time. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes
now you're saying much worse things than I am.
No,
okay, so.
But sometimes you have to, like, purposeful indifference while you're working on something else is the best thing. Attention seekers, the best thing you can do for attention seekers is absolutely ignore them. I've learned that. I've learned that people want to get famous and attract drama because it gives their ego a boost. I ignore them. I'm not playing that. I'm not getting in the middle of that. That's not, I'll be over here figuring out the new platforms. I'm here engaging the new platforms, advertising for them. So like, there's my thought. Like, I'm not going to be presented as, well, you know, you're just part of the problem, letting it continue to happen. That's not true. That's not real. So people can work in their own ways without being outraged and wasting their time getting pissed off and looking like they're throwing tantrums as adults. That's what I think, you know? So there is and Wally brings up a good point. Are we questioning the person or the business model? Here's the reality. I've made a personal commitment to the person. Unless I feel that person has done me something wrong, my critiques are of the business model. Other people who feel they've been done wrong by a specific person need to take it up with that person. I can't fix interpersonal relationships. I don't like the business model, so I'm finding other alternatives. I don't like monopolies philosophically. I don't want to support a monopoly. That's a good differentiation there, Wally.
Yeah. And that's something, and again, that's just, I don't know anybody in any of the situations. This is just an outsider's perspective going, wait, why are we continuing to allow this to happen when, you know, there seems to be a bulk of, not a bulk, but there seems to be a group that is kind of like, wouldn't there be great if there was a different option? Wouldn't there be great if there was a different option? But I understand their specialty.
Business isn't a democracy either. It's not that we go to the polls every 2 years and go, well, we elect a new place. It doesn't work that way. And we wouldn't want it to work that way. That's what capitalism is.
Yes. But the point is, breeders continue to patronize this option of selling, which is going to continue to help them be the bully in the schoolyard. But there is no. But what you're saying is that there is no other option.
Yeah, but look, Joe. Here's the other thing. We've spent 40 minutes doing an advertisement for MorphMarket now because of this. That's what's happening here.
Yes. So I apologize for that, for making an advertisement.
I mean, that's what happens when we give attention to attention seekers, and that's the frustrating part of it for me. So there we go. The shirts are for sale. You want a custom one? Get your order in for. Get your order in for Tinley. I need it by Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to order this week, and I'll get you a custom shirt, $30.
I feel like after we get off of this show, I'm going to have a stern talking to.
No, you asked the questions, man. You came hard hitting today, and there you go. Here we go. Now we're talking. Sarang, just message me.
Yes,
I'll get you one. They're 40 shipped, but I got to tell you, Sarang has helped my son and I quite a bit. He works at a great shop in Jacksonville called Extreme Exotics. Just message me, man. I'll hook you up. I'll get it to you. And you can have it. You can have it customized. You got to let me know the name and the number on it or the wording on it. You can put Extreme on it, whatever you want. Just shoot me a message on it. I'll take care of it. So they're $30 at Tinley, $40 shipped to your door. And I'm only going to do one batch of them for this year. So the non-customized ones will say proper 25 on it. I'm wearing a medium. It's a little bit big on me. I don't tell anybody, Joe. I put an extra shirt under it this morning. Puff it up a little bit. Yeah. So honestly, I need to wear a small. I'm about 5'9". I'm about 145 pounds. And so that'll help people size it and make some sizing decisions there. So that's how you get that shirt. Okay. There we go.
All right, guys. I think it's a good conversation.
It is a good conversation. We got down to some real stuff, man. It's good.
Okay. Have a great week, everybody. Make sure you make the best of it and, diversify.
There we go.
Everybody.
We'll see you guys next week. Don't lose your accounts. Behave. The boogeyman, it's right. It's Zuckerberg's right behind me, isn't he? He's going to get me right there.
Watch out now.
See you guys.